Ladies and gentlemen, at this point in time, we'll call to order the Tuesday, February 6, 2024 meeting of the Planning Commission. The first item on the agenda is consideration and approval of the minutes. Has everyone had an opportunity to review them? And are there any changes, additions, deletions?
Move to approve.
Second.
And the minutes are approved by a vote of 5-0. The next item on the agenda is on our consent docket. The consent docket basically does not require any public hearing unless someone wishes to have it pulled based upon the crowd. I assume that's not going to be the case. The item is case number DD 23-00014, consideration of a deed certification for 5420 Indian Hill Road. Nathan Vaughn is the applicant, and I assume everyone has had an opportunity to review that, and if so, and we have no questions by members of the commission, do I have a motion to approve that item?
I'll make a motion.
Second.
And that item is approved by a vote of 5-0. It is finished here tonight. The next item on the agenda is on our discussion docket. It's case number PR 23-00020, public hearing in consideration for a replat of Stone Hill Cottages and Iron Horse Ranch. A final plat located on the southeast corner of Coffee Creek and Coltrane, and the applicant is present. Mr. Bryan, if you'll please present this item.
Of course. You can see the platted area outlined here on the screen, and the subject of this application highlighted in the bold yellow lines there with those lots. The proposed replat removes the two common areas B and C, and allocates those two areas to the adjacent 6 lots. So you can see that modification here on the screen. This request does not change the number of developable lots. Happy to try to answer any questions.
Do we have any questions of city staff at this point in time?
Was there anything in the original approval that we put that in there for a purpose, or was there that we need to be aware of?
I don't believe so. I'm not 100% sure what the purpose of those two common areas were. I might invite the applicant to answer that question.
For the record, Kendall Dillon, Craft and Toll represents the applicant. And no, I don't think there's any code requirement. I think it was for whatever reason, and I wasn't involved when they did the final plat, but I think they just thought, hey, it's the middle of the block, let's break it a little bit. But really, they're not that long of blocks anyways. And if you look at the size of the common area, one of them's like just 1/10 of an acre, the other one's like 0.04. So I think after the fact, they looked at it and they're like, hey, what are we gonna do with these common areas? And the logical thing would be just to split them down the middle and add them to each lot. So it's pretty simple to do.
Thank you.
Do we have any other questions by members of the commission at this point in time? Anyone from the general public that wishes to speak either for or against this project? And I'm assuming the applicant is going to rely upon the statements of staff at this point in time based upon your comments that you've already made as well? Yes. And do we have a motion on this project?
Move to approve.
Second.
The project is, or the item is approved by a vote of 5-0. That will be before City Council on February 26th. Do we have a motion for, do we have any new business? And I don't believe we do. So do we have a motion for adjournment?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? We are adjourned at 5:34.